UFC looks like they're going to be introducing two separate different rankings. You got AI generated rankings, and you also got human rankings. So it'll be interesting. Do you trust the human judgment or machine logic in MMA? We'll find out soon.
I've had a huge problem for many years with our ranking system, which is done by the media. So I got together with Meta and Mark to do an AI ranking system. The AI will rank the fighters. So I will do an AI and a human ranking, so we'll have both. That's going to kick off the partnership. Plus, we're doing a lot of stuff with AI and VR and all the other things that these guys are working on. They're going to create this unbelievable fan experience for UFC fans through all of the technology that they're working on right now.
People.
Yeah, well, for people that don't know, I mean, UFC fighters have been training law enforcement, military guys for years. So, when you talk about hand-to-hand combat, these guys should know jiu-jitsu, and they should know, Muay Thai and all the different things that, are the basics of mixed martial arts. Everybody wants to make everything controversial. There's nothing controversial about it. All of these guys should be trained in that, and they should all be in shape and be able to defend themselves. So Cash Patel was dead serious when he said that, and he and I have talked about it. Yeah, and any of these guys that are in these type of roles, any type of law enforcement, they should be able to defend themselves without guns if that situation happens.
Lerone Murphy says it's happening. Me versus Volk in Abu Dhabi. Guys who are talked about for a title shot include Movsar Evloev, maybe Yair Rodriguez, but not Lerone Murphy yet. But he says it's happening. Me and Volk in Abu Dhabi.
I don't know. The only thing that I can tell you is that a fight against Volkanovski makes sense for me. I don't want to talk about like Movsar or whatever. He's an incredible fighter. He's a dangerous opponent, and he's coming from a win streak. Now what I hear from the UFC, you only have to come from a win. And Volkanovski and I had a background fighting, for the belt. I wasn't able to come with the win, but this time I'm pretty sure I will be able to come with the win.
He wins this fight. Do we see you guys in Guadalajara in September?
¿Cuántas derrotas tiene ya seguida?
How many losses does he have in a row?
¿Cuántas derrotas tiene consecutivas? No sé, que la responda ya ahí. No, dime tú.
You have it. How many losses in a row does he have?
Suficiente.
All of that started obviously because he wanted to like point it that I was coming from a loss, and I'll repeat that to him. Now he's the one coming from a loss. He needs to earn his opportunity to fight for the title or for whoever contention, and I'm now the one coming from a win, and I deserve a title shot. I was just fired up in the moment because he was like bringing up that I was coming from a loss, when I always have to stay respectful to him. And even in the past, when I saw him in the past, it was like, even we took a picture together, whatever, I'm cool with you, but I won't stand at disrespect like that, and I was thinking, whenever the time comes to fight Diego, I'll take care of that inside of the octagon as I supposed to for my friend Marco Beltran. I told Marco, don't worry about it, I can take care of that. I promise you, I'll fight him for you, man. I promise you. But in the right way, how he's supposed to be, right? And I think the right person to talk about that, if you want to ever talk to him, is Marco Beltran. I'm pretty sure he will give you all the details that you want to know about it. That's not my job. So I won't stand like disrespect like that, And I was actually like ready to play cool, and then he started like saying that like, oh, he's going from like losses, and like trying to make the interviewer, whomever it was, like to say, just say it, why are you like being like that? It's okay, Yeah, I was coming from 2 losses. Now I'm coming from a win, and I'm ready to fight for the title.
John Silva wants to fight for the belt right now. It wouldn't make sense. He's not even in the rankings technically at the moment, but he will be Tuesday after beating number 13 ranked Bryce Mitchell.
If they think that's the right thing to do, to go directly to the belt or to get the ranking, I believe I have the credentials, and if this is good for the FC, I'd like to do it. If not, to have somebody that will bring me as close as possible to this goal. Yes, I actually believe that between me and Volkanovski, we would have a fantastic fight. I like him very, very much, but I think this would be a good fight for me, and I could probably go for a knockout in the first or second round.
All of Silva's fights in the UFC have ended in the first or second round, aside from the fight with Drew Dober. He beat Bryce over the weekend in round 2. He beat Melsick in round 1. Dober round 3, Jordan round 2, and in his UFC debut, he beat Weston Wilson by KO in round 1. Lerone Murphy confirms that her final fight will be at UFC Nashville. She says, last one, best one. She hasn't fought in a couple of years since she lost to Jessica Andrade. She took a beating in that fight, but went the distance. So Barb is tough. We'll see how she does against Eduarda Muda at UFC Nashville.
Always
Always when I have free time, I'm in nature. And now I'm walking, and what kind of garbage person you need to be to do such thing to yourself and also live this here. If you don't care about yourself, care about people who surround you, kids walking here, families. You know, I'm against this. And use your brain, but probably you don't have brain to think about what you are doing. That's crazy. I'm for bright future for our country and for clear mind. Don't forget that.
Ian Machado Gary wants a title shot if he beats Carlos Prates next weekend. It doesn't really logically make sense. If the number 7 guy beats the number 13 guy, he gets a title shot, but the UFC doesn't always follow logic and reason.
When I knock out Patches, and I've just come off the back of that really, really close fight with Shavkat, and Shavkat's injured because of it, who do you want to see Bilal fight next? Do you want to see him fight Sean Brady next? Or do you want to see him fight Ian Machado Gary? What's the bigger fight? If you're the UFC and you're selling a pay-per-view and the main event it's obvious. It's me. I get the attention. I get people riled up. Love me or hate me, I'm the best in the world, and it's my job to show.
Tommy Fury fighting May 9th in Budapest. Darren Till finds it funny. They're supposed to fight in the past, but Fury pulled out. Can everyone requote this with laughing faces? Absolute joke.
Idolizing her, thinking she's beautiful. She's in my DM.
Can I read that out?
Dude, my whole life, the baddest bitch, I always thought it was Megan Fox.
Okay.
That was the girl. And then after one of my fights, she messaged me, dude. And like, she was just like, oh, Colby, you're my favorite UFC bad guy. And I went from fucking idolizing her, thinking she's beautiful. She's in my DM.
Can I read that out loud or no?
Yeah, you can read it out loud. No problem.
We're rooting for you tonight. You're my favorite UFC bad guy since Chael.
Since Chael Sonnen.
It's probably hard to keep up that character all the time when you're naturally a more sensitive, sweet person. It's worth it. You're so funny and talented. You deserve to be a superstar. Yo, oh my God.
That's good.
Nah, Megan Fox DMing you is a flex, bro.
Crazy.
Have you ever told anyone that?
Nah, I kind of, I don't like to kiss and tell, but since Neon's in the building, the best streamer in the world, I gotta give him the lowdown. Dude.
Legends are made, but every swinging kick history has made.
He gets out of Mike and calls on Monsour on a helmet. What is the helmet? What does that mean? It means the handicap. Yeah. His helmet. Oh, you saw Bellin. They call it a Bellin. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's a helmet. You get it? Fellas. How about John Silver?